Ahoy toy, welcome to Transfixed, the channel that is the best at detecting quality action figures. See, because these are DC characters, and DC Comics stands for Detective Comics Comics. Anyway. So we're looking at these 4-inch figures of DC characters from Spin Master. I think it was it a year ago or more, where we got the news that Spin Master was getting the license for DC action figures, and we wondered, what are they going to make? What is that going to be? Well, this is what they made. They made these 4-inch action figures of DC characters. And I gotta say, they're a lot of fun. I kept passing by these in the store, in Walmart mostly, and thinking, God, these are kind of fun. They're a bit cartoony, but not too cartoony. Usually when we get figures in this scale, I think of like the Imaginext, maybe, figures aimed for younger kids. They're kind of exaggerated proportions. And for some reason, I don't know, DC, they do a lot of weird things. They had their Icons line, which is very good, and they had the, I forget what they're called now, but they keep sort of having these, well, I guess Mattel was making those outdated figures at the 6-inch scale, and then, they've been trying a bunch of lines that kind of start and stop, and anyway, these are just DC figures aimed at kids. I think Spin Master has done an incredible job, and I wanted to talk about it, especially since my last video was pretty negative about the G.I. Joe Classified line. I was actually going to do this one first, but I just hadn't got around to it, so it works out well. And let's talk about the first one I got, which was Killer Croc. I saw the Batman and Justice League figures, and I thought, this is pretty cool. If they have the whole Justice League, I would get them, because I've been trying to build a DC shelf for a while, and I'm just back and forth on whether I want to and how far I want to go. I want to have a good Batman figure. They just can't seem to get Batman perfect, and perfect for me is just Jim Lee. I want a Jim Lee Batman. I got the Mafex on pre-order. I think that's going to scratch that itch, but it's just been hard to get good DC figures, and like Wonder Woman is always the wrong version of Wonder Woman for me, and it's for me, it's just not what I want, but this is pretty close, and they're fun. So I got this Killer Croc figure, and they have just enough articulation. I like the look of this Killer Croc. He looks big and, whoa, okay, never mind. He looks big and scary, and he's got a nice articulated shoulder, and his forearm does the, more than 90 degrees. You can spin it all the way around, and same with the shoulder. And he doesn't have any torso or waist articulation, but the legs, there's a ball joint here and a swivel, and nothing at the ankles. That's the one thing that's kind of lacking. It'd be nice if they had some sort of ankle joint, because they're a bit hard to stand in any pose other than just standing straight up. That's the only thing lacking. This guy's head, they all swivel, so you can't always get a good head position either, but I'm pretty happy with it. Now, I customized this one because it came in just all green. The only paint he had was his blue jeans, and the eyes and teeth were picked out. But I felt, there's a clear sculpting in here of wraps of bandages on his arms, and I thought that needed to be emphasized. I've only went online to look at this stuff recently and found out that you can get a 2-pack of Killer Croc with the Batman and I think it's a motorcycle. It's a swamp fight set, and the Batman looks kind of he's got like a green suit with some swamp mud on him, and Killer Croc is this figure but with a bit of mud, and he has these painted in white. So that's interesting that they painted that version but not this version. Anyway, I had the Citadel bleached bone. Actually, it's not called bleached bone anymore. It's now called Ushabti bone. It used to be called bleached bone in the old days, but this sort of bone color is good because it's like it's not white. It's kind of a tan. It looks to me like it's, dirty white or bandage color. I mean, bandages are this sort of tan color, so that worked just fine for me. Just 2 coats of that, and I think it looks great. It's great Killer Croc. And let's see, what else I got? I got Nightwing, because I've always liked Nightwing, but not enough to buy a figure of him. And again, it's nicely painted and articulated. You got to be careful about some of the paint. Sometimes there's a sloppy paint going outside the mask or the hair, or his details seem to be fine. I also found there's a red version of this, which I didn't know until I saw it online. I guess there's some Target exclusives and things like that, which I wouldn't know about because there's no Target in Canada. They tried and they went out of business. But yeah, so there's the cut here. There's a ball. Oh yeah, Killer Croc doesn't have a knee joint, but these more humanoid figures do. They all have a ball, a swivel. What do they call this? It's this joint, but you can swivel the knee all the way around actually. So that gives you a nice range of motion. This is just fine. I mean, I don't really miss the waist joint. I do miss the ankle joint, like I said. And there's foot pegs too, so you could put him in a stand. I have a Marauder stand here, which is 2 pegs. This is supposed to fit G.I. Joe's and Kenner Star Wars figures, I think, and then the 6-inch larger peg, but it doesn't really fit in either. The best would be the small peg. It helps a bit, but not a lot. I don't really have a stand that would fit him, I guess. I'll have to keep looking into that. And anyway, he also has... These Eskrima sticks are custom. Because this is transfixed, I'm talking about customizations too. So, paint for this guy. For Nightwing, I gave him Eskrima sticks. Because they come with accessories. One cool thing is they come with like a mystery pack of 3 accessories. I'm going to show the packaging more later. I don't know if these are Eskrima sticks or shock batons. So he comes with these gauntlets that actually plug into his hand. Like this. And then that gives him sort of a different angle to the hand and his shock batons. But they're blue, and they give him this big glove, which I don't like because that looks cartoony. So I think that he really needs to have his original weapons. So what I did is I just took... I got a pack of these. I don't know if these are stir sticks or decorative things, but I got a big pack of like 100 of these at the dollar store. And they happen to be just the right size to fit into his hand. So I just cut them with wire cutters, actually, and then just painted them black. Painted black, and now he's got his Eskrima sticks. Except I lost one. Yeah, I mean, that's very easy to do if you can find little sticks of the right size to fit in his hands. And I think that's great. I could probably add some blue paint to there if I wanted to, but yeah. I'm not a Nightwing expert, so I'm sorry if he's not supposed to have these, if he's supposed to have special shocky ones. I know in the Arkham games he has weapons like this, but anyway, enough about Nightwing. Let's go into the Flash. The Flash I didn't do any customizations on because he is perfect the way he is. That's right, buddy. And I'm not just blowing smoke up your butt. I love it. Oh, there's a hole for backpacks. Some of them have backpacks. I'll show the accessories later because that's a big part of the fun. But yeah, same articulation on the Flash. I love the classic design. All I really want is classic looking, I mean, what's classic? Silver Age? I don't know. But this is what the Flash is supposed to look like to me in my head. He's supposed to be red with yellow accents, and that's it. If I were to do a full Justice League set of figures, I would get the ones from that aren't out yet until the fall, which is the ones from the animated show, the Justice League Unlimited and Justice League animated cartoons. That's my Justice League because I didn't read a lot of the comics as a kid. I was mostly into that cartoon, so I like that style, even though it's very angular. It doesn't really look right on a figure, though. I think I think it's too cartoony for a figure where it works in the show. This is really good. Like I said, it's maybe the forearms and the feet are a little large. They're a bit cartoonified, but the rest of the figure is very realistic. For this size of a figure, I'm really impressed. I mean, and it's fun. I mean, it's just fun to fiddle with and play with and just stand on your desk. Like, the only thing I wish is that it did have some kind of ankle joint because it's a bit hard. I already said this. Okay, so let's just go into Superman. Superman looks like Superman should, with one exception, is he had the red belt. This is what he looked like before I customized him. So all I did is I painted his crotch. This is an excellent Superman. He's blue, he's red, he's got a cloth cape with the S on the back. This looks a bit unsightly, but hey, what can you do at this size? So all I had to do was just pop off these ball jointed legs, like so, and just take the red paint. I just painted this area red. Luckily, I had one that matched. It's red. It's red. It's easy to find red paint. And then just put them back on, and I just think it looks better with his underwear on the outside. I know that's maybe silly, and we try to fix it by giving him a belt. It just never looks right to me. It kind of draws more attention to his crotchy gill area to me than just having the classic red briefs that he's supposed to, and most superheroes have. I just think this looks more normal to me. That's just how I'm used to seeing him. And if it's good enough for Christopher Reeve, bloody well good enough for me. Oh, yellow belt. Should I give him a yellow belt? Nah, that's fine. I could paint that yellow, but I think that's fine. As long as he's got the red briefs, I'm happy. That's Superman to me. So let's talk about the accessories and the package, which is also fun. So I didn't actually have a new package, but I wanted to show it on video, so I went and bought a couple more because I wanted these anyway. I wanted the Man Bat and I wanted the Cyborg. And there's more coming out too. I'll talk about that soon. But yeah, so this is what the package looks like. I didn't realize it came with accessories till I looked closer. I'm like, oh, it comes with 3 mystery accessories. So the dealie is they have these 4 different mission profiles, slightly different accessories. Anyway, you just tear this part off, and then this opens up, and all of this kind of separates off here. I think that usually stays glued. Yeah, that usually stays glued in here, but this one popped off. So there's your accessory pack. And then you get a trading card, which is cool. So it looks like it flashes in the foreground here, even though it's Cyborg. But yeah, it's got perforated areas here, so let's just fold that so we can easily tear this. And then snap that off. It's got a trading card. Here's the other trading cards. I got this one. This is Killer Croc, Nightwing. Already got that one. Oh, look at that. You don't get a separate one. And then there's the one that came with Superman. I guess you get the same one with Shazam. And I guess these two share a card. I suppose Robin and Nightwing share a card. And Batman and Killer Croc share a card too. So that's fine. Yeah, so then you've got your figure, of course, here. Just tear him off the package. You know, this part isn't important, but inside there you get this little, also, catalog, which is great. I love to have these. This shows you all the different variations you can get in accessories. There's elemental, neon, galactic metal, armored steel, and explosive crystal, which is just the different colors you can get for the accessories, like, right. Yeah, and here's your 4 mission profiles. I don't really understand how these work. There's also rare and super rare. So this is the collectible part. You know, a lot of these kids' toys nowadays are blind bagged and collectible and rare and whatnot. So you can see here's the, it's kind of hard to find, but there's a super rare Superman accessory. I guess you get a shiny red piece of armor. And then the rare Cyborg accessory was the gray jetpack. No. Oh, I guess it's this highlighted one, this red gun here. So, yeah, there's some other stuff. There's the Flash one. There's some 2-packs here. I do want to get an Aquaman, of course. I don't really need him with a 2-pack with Black Manta, but there is a... I saw there is an Aquaman in the next wave. I don't like their dark side. And there's a Wonder Woman. I really need to get the Wonder Woman. And here's your 4 different mission. I don't really get the point of this, but and then Batman has a different one. So Batman has its own. Let's see, is it the same? Yeah, toxic neon, metallic titanium. Is that the same? Doesn't really matter, I suppose. Oh, they've got a different stealth metal, different stuff, different materials, I guess. And there's your rare. There's your rare, rare gold Batman and shiny super rare Robin. These I don't think are that rare. I've seen them on the shelves several times when I went to the stores. It's not easy to identify the shiny Robin from the regular matte Robin, but I actually prefer the shiny one. And there's this yeah, the Bat gear, the rare Bat gear stuff is what you're supposed to collect, so you can put this armor onto Batman. All right, so let's take a look at the accessories here. So yeah, this is kind of cool. We get some mystery ones. Let's see if we got a rare, clear backpack for him. Chainsaw, okay. I don't know a lot about Cyborg. And I've got a clear yellow pea colored gun. That's kind of cool. I guess, you know, Cyborg makes more sense to have accessories. And that's kind of fun. I like that they I like that you can get all the characters you want just by looking at them. You can see what you're buying for the character. If they want to have mystery accessories, I'm fine with that. I think that's a great compromise. So I'll just show the other accessories that I got with the toys here. So with Killer Croc, I got these two metal chains with rocks on the end, I suppose. They clip on his wrists, and then you get this Gotham City sewer manhole cover, which is cool. That kind of fits in his hand if you place it carefully, and you could throw that at Batman. A big rock.
Anyone else want to go? Me! There I was, holed up in this quarry. When Batman came nosing around, he was getting closer, closer.
And?
I threw a rock at him.
So, Harvey, what became of the giant penny?
It was a big rock. They actually let him keep it.
This is the Flash's armor. I don't know why the Flash needs armor. He comes with a lightning sword. I think that's lightning. And what else did Flash come with? Oh, he came with this this sort of wind funnel effect. So he can hold this and make it look like he's doing that thing with his hand where he makes a little tornado. That's fine. It's too bad it's not a whole cone. It's just like that. Superman came with some Superman armor. I don't know why Superman needs armor. And it came with a chunk of kryptonite, I suppose. Looks like kryptonite in a rock, and he can just hold on to it for some reason. I don't know why he'd want to hold kryptonite, but the cool one is the heat vision, though. I should show it, shouldn't I? Okay, so here's his heat vision. That's not bad. I mean, you know, what else can you do besides clip it on his head? Here's his super armor. And what else did Superman? Oh, there's kryptonite, yeah. So you could hold it. Looks kind of weird if he's holding it like that. Let me show you the Flash armor. It kind of clips into place, which is nice. It really fits onto his musculature. There's his whoosh 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 sword. Is this Flash have a sword made of lightning? I don't know a lot about DC characters except for the movies, honestly. And I think I showed these before, didn't I? And this cool gun. This looks like a Mr. Freeze gun. I would be fine with Mr. Freeze. It came with something like this. But this one actually came with Nightwing. Oh, this came with Nightwing. Nightwing comes with a gun. Nightwing would not use a gun. Ridiculous. Oh yeah, it's this this little rebreather that comes with Nightwing. You can plug this into his back and then put the mask down over his face. That's kind of cool, actually. And I guess Man-Bat probably has an extra accessory because he's got his wings in there behind him. And they have his 3 mystery accessories. But these are kind of cool. Here's the other ones I got. They're kind of themed, right? So you saw the Cyborg one. Here's the Flash. He's got a Flash logo. Superman has I guess the DC ones all have this sort of metal background. Batman has his own. This is the Nightwing one, of course. The Killer Croc one came with this wooden crate painting on it. So that's kind of cool. And you can kind of use them as crates or lockers. Yeah, so these are kind of fun. I think they're fun. That's why I wanted to show these off, just because I think it's a fun toy. Can't open this. Just kind of looking off to one side. What are you looking at, Victor? Anyway, that's the DC and Batman figures that Spin Master's putting out, and I just wanted to talk about them and show them off because I think they're really cool. I like what they're doing. I think it's great. It's a lot of fun, and after my last video was kind of a downer and complaining video, this is more of a positive one, even though I started this one first. But yeah, they're really cool. I'm gonna keep an eye out for these. It's a shame that there's exclusives though for Target and Walmart and whatnot, so we can't get everything we want. Like there's a cool black Batman that's an exclusive, though he looks kind of like the Keaton Batman. I would like to have that. I prefer that to the New 52 style of suit, but yeah, I'm hoping that we get the next wave. I hope we can get an Aquaman and Wonder Woman in my grubby little hands, and I hope that they do Martian Manhunter and a Green Lantern, so I can finish my Justice League. Yeah, I think these are actually some of the best figures in the DC lineup right now. So even though they're kind of aimed at smaller kids, I think we can have fun with these as well. So that's all I got to say about these. Thanks for watching. Good night.